that this is a fish I caught 2 years ago. It was missing the top part of its tail. Thought the otters had gotten to it. Could very well be that fish. Oh, fish.
Got it. Yeah! That's a big one.
So in this trip, I had full intentions of catching some fish on some bucktails, and I started off with a 6/6 black and seafoam skirted one that I tied up. And right off the bat, I mean, as soon as we got in the water, it must have been, I think, 5 casts. I wasn't even 15-20 yards from the truck, and I ended up moving a really nice fish for the creek. And this fish was actually, if I'm correct with my judgment, it was a very pleasant surprise, and I'll let you see the rest. Yeah, it's actually 64, so not as warm as I thought it would be. Ooh, that's a nice fish. Where'd he go? That was a real nice fish. Big head shakes, big head shakes. Oh, big jump, big jump. Get over here, get over here. No, you don't. No, you don't. Whew, man, that was intense. On the new 13-5 black, 7-1 medium heavy. Old pitchback with the Senko. That's a nice fish, real thick. Settle down, dude. Get you out of here in a heartbeat. Quit, 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 quit. I know you. Alright, so this fish came up on one of my double sixes I just tied up this year. With black and sea foam with some purple flash. Gave me a few turns of the figure 8. And then just kind of sank down. I pitched back. It was first cast with that 7-inch Senko. And it was like 3 pops and boom, she ate it. Let's see if she'll cooperate enough for this. She's a pretty fired up one. Oh yeah, check this one out. Yeah, this one's all beat up, missing part of its tail, a lot of its tail actually. Let's see if I get a measurement without her going nuts here. Oh, she's going nuts back in the net. Ow, man, she just slipped my wrist. Let's try that again. $38.5. 38.5. I'm actually going to say that this is a fish I caught 2 years ago. It was missing the top part of its tail. Thought the otters had gotten to it. Could very well could be that fish. Well, we can still see the truck, so that was maybe 5 casts into the trip, so see if we can get a couple more. Seems like they're fired up. There's one. Oh, that's a nice one too. That one might even be better than the first one. And this one's smarter than the first one. Nope, there it is. There it is. Well, as you can see, there weren't a ton of fish moved on that trip, but there were 2 really good ones moved. I'm not so certain that that second fish wasn't bigger than the first one I caught. And it was pretty cool if I was right about that fish that I caught. I hadn't seen that fish for over a year. I caught that fish, if it was the same one, I caught it in an upstream section, same stretch of creek, but it was a little further upstream, and it had the majority of its tail just eaten off. And you could say spawning competition, but part of me really thinks it was otter related, because a lot of times they'll go for the fins of those bigger fish. But I thought after I caught that fish and hadn't seen it again all year that the otters might have went and finished it off, but I didn't see it all the next year. And then just so happened that last year I ended up catching that fish, and I noticed that it had a significant amount of regeneration in the tail, and it was the right pattern for the amount of that tail fin that was missing on that fish. So I like to believe it was the same fish. It was about the right growth rate for a male that would reside in the creek, at least. I mean, as far as the available space to grow, food source available, I'm fairly certain it's him. And that's pretty cool, because I've caught a couple fish over the course of several years fishing in there that I have confirmed was the same fish. So it's always good just to see that they're still surviving and nothing's happening to them. But I had a fly on my face there. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that trip. I wish I could have gotten the second big one in there, but sometimes they outsmart you. Even what seems like the cheat code in that creek, sometimes it doesn't do the trick either. But one fish is better than none. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next time.